Let's talk about something that can be, well, pretty intense. The school sports tryout. It is an absolute pressure cooker of hopes and nerves, right? Whether you're the athlete out there giving it your all, or you're the parent on the sidelines with your heart in your throat, it is a big deal for everyone. So, we're going to dive in and unpack how to navigate the whole thing. But first, let's just stop and ask a really important question. What are tryouts really all about? I mean, is the whole point just to see your name on that final roster? Or is there something, deeper going on here? The answer to that could honestly change how you look at the entire experience, win or lose. So here's our game plan. We'll start with what I'm calling the tryout gauntlet. Then we'll peek through the coach's lens to see what they're actually looking for. After that, we'll open up the athlete's playbook, and then talk about the parent's role from the sideline. And finally, we'll look beyond the roster to what truly matters in the long run. First up, the tryout gauntlet. And let's just be real for a second. Tryouts are incredibly stressful. That feeling, that mix of butterflies and pure adrenaline, it's something almost every athlete and parent goes through. So let's set the scene. Okay, so let's try to get inside the coach's head for a minute. What are they really looking for out there? I can promise you, it's not just about who has the flashiest moves or the most points. Their evaluation goes way, way deeper than that. There's often this huge gap between what athletes think a coach wants and what they actually value. So many athletes feel like they have to be perfect, no mistakes, be the star. But coaches know that's not realistic. They're looking for potential. They're watching what you do after you make a mistake. Do you hang your head, or do you hustle back even harder? That resilience, that bounce back factor, is so much more valuable than just raw talent alone. Exactly. It all comes down to these things you can't always see on a stat sheet, the intangibles. A killer work ethic, showing you're committed. Are you coachable? Can you take feedback without getting defensive? Do you have a positive attitude that lifts people up? That's the stuff coaches are looking for. They want to build a team with a great culture, and these are the absolute building blocks. This quote it nails it. It perfectly captures that coaching mindset. It's not about being the one in the spotlight all the time. It's about how you contribute to making everyone around you better. A player who makes the entire team better, that person is absolutely invaluable. All right, let's pivot now to the athlete's playbook. Because knowing what coaches want is one piece of the puzzle, but how do you actually show them when the pressure is on? The prep for this starts way before you ever step on that court or field. Listen, your mental game is every bit as important as your physical skills. So before the tryout, actually close your eyes and visualize yourself succeeding. See yourself making those plays. And pay attention to that voice in your head. Make sure it's an encouraging one. But maybe the most important thing is to focus on what you can actually control. You can't control the coach's decisions, but you can 100% control your effort and your attitude in every single drill. And this is exactly why that mental prep is a game changer. Your attitude, that's the one thing you have total control over. Are you the one hustling for every loose ball? Are you cheering for other people when they make a good play? Are you looking the coach in the eye when they're talking? That kind of energy is contagious. And trust me, coaches notice. And now, we have to talk about the hardest part of this whole process. What happens if you don't make the team? It hurts. There's no way around that, and it's completely okay to be disappointed. But that one moment, it does not have to be the end of your story. The key is to reframe this moment. Not making the team isn't some final verdict on you as a person or an athlete. It's a setback, for sure, but it's also an incredible opportunity to build resilience. It's a chance to use that disappointment as fuel, to figure out where you can get better, and to come back even stronger next time. Okay, let's switch gears and talk to the parents. Your role in all of this is so, so important, but it's also really specific. You are the chief support officer, and honestly, how you handle this can make all the difference for your kid. This right here, this might be the golden rule of being a sports parent. Your job is to be the parent, to love and support your child, win or lose. The coach's job is to be the coach, to evaluate, teach, and build a team. When those two roles get blurry, it just creates a ton of confusion and pressure for the athlete. So here's a little cheat sheet for being an amazing sideline supporter. Cheer for good plays from everyone. Please resist that urge to coach or criticize from the stands. And after the tryout or a tough game, give your kids some space. Let them process it. The best thing you can ever say is just, "I love watching you play." That's it. Keep the focus on their effort and their character, not the outcome. So let's bring this all home and zoom out a bit. After the lists are posted and all the dust is settled, what's this really all about? What is the actual true goal of all of this? At the end of the day, youth sports are about so much more than making one team in one season. They're a training ground for life. It's where we learn how to work hard, how to be a good teammate, how to handle success with grace, and how to deal with disappointment. The real win is building character and hopefully a love for the game that lasts a lifetime. And that really leaves us with a final question for you to think about. This season, no matter what happens, what will you choose to focus on? You can work on your skills, of course, but will you also choose to work on your resilience, your character, your attitude? Because in the long run, those are the things that really define a winner, both on the court and way, way beyond it.